guys, and welcome to this video. Sorry for the delay. I filmed it yesterday, but I forgot to record my screen. So here I am doing it again. So in this video, I want to cover why websites or your traditional website is typically not the best thing for when it comes to selling online courses, coaching, or just online products in general. But for the matter of this video, it's going to be more focused around online courses and digital products, as that's what we teach. So typically, if I can get this to work. Cool. So typically you have a normal website, which is, I'll draw it out. So this would be your normal website, right? Usually you'd have a header, you'd have a button here and a button here, like about, my story, the team, contact us, bunch of load shit, right? Tons of stuff. You'd have your logo here. And then you'd have sections, which section off the website, which is going to be like, you'll have a little bit here about who you are, what you do, and you'll have a button here that goes off to another page for about if they want a consultation or a quote or whatever it is, right? And then you'll have a bunch of text. And then on the second section, you'll say, oh, actually, look, if you want to hear about a story, click here. And this is your story. And this button here about your story just goes to the same page as it does here. And then you've got the team button for the team. I can't spell today. But you get the point. So a traditional website typically has tons of different directions. Now, if you or a prospect visitor comes onto this site, they land here, right? They've got all these different places they can go. They can go to this button, this button, this button. They can go to your story, your team, about you. They can go to like several different directions. And what that means is, say you send 100 people to this page, the chances of any one of them making to the desired action, which would be to book a call or requesting consultation so you can speak to them, is going to be really low because they've got so many options. So imagine there was a shop and they had 10 different doors on the shop front. Now you could go into any one of them, but only one of them results in that shop making money. Now the chances of them making money have just halved or quartered or just dropped down dramatically because they've now given you 10 options, but only one of them is the one where it makes money. And that is typically a website. Now, not to say that websites aren't worth it. I think they're good, especially because every bank and payment processor needs your website for some sort of verification anyway. And that's the only reason I have a website is really just so when I go for banking or payment processing, it's just sort of like for compliance. It's just a super simple, basic website. It doesn't need to be fancy. And I would suggest if you're just starting out selling courses, coachings, your program, whatever it is, I would spend as little amount of time on building a website as you can, because this really is not the revenue generating activity. So if you're going to spend, I don't know, 3-4 hours building a website, you could spend that 3-4 hours building a sales funnel, building out a team, building out your content, selling to people, doing Instagram promotion, running paid traffic. You could spend that time elsewhere, and it's going to provide a higher ROI. So from my experience, spend as little amount of time on building a website. And if you decide to join our coaching, we provide templates, literally like one-click template. Everything gets brought into your account. But to move on to the next bit, now this is what I would suggest instead of a website. You may have already heard of funnels before, you may not have, but a funnel is simply a process that gets people from point A to point B to point C, and then point C is ultimately delivering a product, serving them, and generating revenue. So usually you'll have some sort of ad, whether it be posting on your Instagram page, Facebook ads, Google ads, Snapchat, TikTok, whatever it is, some sort of paid or organic traffic. So we're going to put traffic here. Right, traffic. And then we're going to send them. We're not going to send them to your website because this just takes them in a million different directions. We're going to send them to a specific landing page. Now, a landing page usually in most niches is called like a lead magnet opt-in form. And the reason we do this is because if you've read my ebook, I spoke about how we can turn paid traffic into own traffic, and then we can reach out to that own traffic at any time and put out a message, put out an offer, let them know that we're looking for more clients, more customers, So ultimately, the aim of the game is to take this paid traffic, and we want to collect their data. This is why every restaurant you go to, every site, they ask for email address for like a free ebook or a free coupon, is because they want your email address, they want your data, so they can reach out to you anytime and put their offer in front of you and sell whatever it is they're selling to you. And it's the same thing we need to do here. So we're going to send them to a funnel. So this is a website. This is a funnel. So a funnel usually consists of, it's like a squeeze page opt-in. So you'll have your headline here. You'll have no buttons for the about, the story, whatever. You'll have it all on one page with one desired action. So you could have a video. You could have your email opt-in form. This is your email and your button. Submit. Email, right? And then you could still have a section about you. So you want to build some trust with your prospects. So you might want to let them know about who you are, what you do, how you got into this industry. And then you could still have a bit about your team and how good your team are. If you've got a team, that is, probably not to begin with, but whatever. Now, the sole purpose of this page is not to massively educate them. It's to give them a summary and tease them into the next step. So whether you're offering a free ebook or a free training or tons of different things, the sole purpose of this page is to get them to put their email in and go over to the next step. Now, the next step can be like, here's your ebook, or it could be a training. Now, usually I tend to run, I've run both. I've run ebook funnels, training funnels, webinar funnels. I've run so many different types, but this tends to be the most common and the simplest to use. So they'd put their email in, and all of these buttons at whatever section on the page all go to this. They all go to the second page. We don't want them going to 10 different other pages about why your team's dog is her best friend. We don't care about that. We want to get them to the one bit where we've collected their data and we can reach out to them anytime. And we also want to build trust with them. So we can offer an ebook or a training or a webinar or a free guide. You could do tons of different things. Now, for me, I tend to offer trainings. So scribble out ebook, and it will be a video training. And in this video, I'll basically talk about their pains, their problems, why it is they're in the situation they're in, and I'll teach them some stuff to show them that I know what I'm talking about. I can provide value to them, and also I want to help build some trust with them, so they're like, okay, cool, this guy knows his stuff, and then they can come on and buy my paid program, and we can help them get to where they want to be. And then after this section, after the free training or the ebook, we're basically gonna push them into a sales page or a book a call page or whatever it is where you can take this prospect on as a client, take their money, deliver a product. So we got the opt-in, a video, and then we're going to send them to whether it be a book a call page, book call, or it could be a checkout, one of the two. Now, if you're running a really low ticket offer, like sub couple £100, then you could probably go straight to a checkout. Now, I was selling my course on a webinar system at £1,000, and that was hard work. That was hard work to get people to convert, purely because you're taking someone who's never heard of you before and trying to convert them into a paid customer like straight away. Now, it was profitable, it run really well, but it is hard to master. So I would suggest running this sort of system first. Now, you might get 100 people click this, and only 20 people are going to actually put in their email, and then maybe, I don't know, 2 people might reach it to your book a call, your checkout page, right? But the reason we took their email in the first place is so we can follow up with them. So we can send an email to them, like, hey, come back and watch my free training. We drive them to training, and then we send them another email. Send them 3 or 4, like, hey, come back and watch the training. If you haven't booked a call, and we'll drive them to here, and then they go from here to book a call. Or we can just do like, hey, here's some value, here's a testimonial. We can send them back to the training to watch if they haven't already, or we can send them to the checkout or book a call if they haven't done that already. And this is the reason we take their email, is because if you think about it, trust is built through time and value. And the reason most people trust their parents is usually because they've provided lots of value to them over the past years, whether it be housing, food, and they've done it in a way that is over a prolonged period of time. So if, say, for example, you've met someone, tomorrow and you spent 24 hours with them, you're not going to trust them as much as if you met that one person for an hour a day over the next 30 to 60 days. Say you saw this one person every couple of days for an hour. You're going to build more trust with that person because of the time that's involved with it as well. And it's the same thing with running a funnel, trying to sell online products. You need to build trust, and you need to do it over a period of time, because people can't build trust. People can't come on, see your training video that's 20 minutes long and be like, okay, boom, I trust this guy enough to give him some money. It's not going to work like that. So we need to use some sort of communication follow-up, whether it be SMS, email, Messenger, ManyChat, Instagram marketing. Traditional is email, and it's usually the one that works the best because there's not restrictions like Facebook restrict what you can say, how many times you can say it, how long a message can be, whereas email is pretty much like a free-for-all. You still have to comply with a bunch of other regulations, like making sure people opt in for it, but you can put your message out to them, and it's in theory decentralized, so it's not owned by one platform. You can basically send emails out from different email addresses, different softwares and systems. So it's a great way to own your traffic, and that way you can reach out to them at any time, and you're not really relying on like Facebook or Instagram to say, yes, this message is good, yes, this message is bad. So these are sort of the two. The website, by all means, have it as like a storefront, so to speak. Have it as your storefront, but have your funnel as the person that guides them through the right door, takes them to where they need to be, shows them the product they want, and really builds that rapport with them, and then takes them to the checkout. Like, your funnel is your personal sales guide that's going to take you through the process. But also we need to be collecting data so we can follow up with them and build that trust over a long period of time. So with me, what I tend to do with mine is I'll run a few emails like, hey, come back and watch our free training, come back and watch it, or come back and check out the ebook, come back and check out the group. And after that, I'll then start sending them more training. So I might send them an email that will go to another free training. Maybe I filmed like a 10-minute video. And then I'll push them back into booking a call or buying a product. And then maybe the next day I'll send another email, or 2 or 3 days time, and that will be a testimonial email. Like, hey, look, this is John. We helped John go from A to B to X, Y, and Z, and he's now doing 10 grand a month. If you want to do the same, book a call, buy our shit. And that's really a traditional way of setting it up. Now, to show you how to build a funnel, is I use a software called Lead Focus. And I'll show you how it works. My internet's a bit shit today. So on this system, we've got email marketing. So we've got workflows. I'll show you workflows. So when someone puts in their email, we can follow up with them. So if you're in the group, you would have opted in for my ebook. Which flow is this? Facebook group ebook, right? So you submitted the form, we took your email, I've segmented you in my system, so I know if you're a valued lead or if you're someone who's here to waste time. So I know at what point you are in my system. I've sent the data back to Facebook, so Facebook can then know like whether you're a purchaser or an opt-in. And then I sent you a link to the ebook and the group. I sent you an email and I followed up with you if you didn't join the group direct from the thank you page. And then, so I'm in the process of building out a VSL funnel for this so I can start to run paid traffic. And this is the flow. So people will opt in up the top. They'll opt in for the free training. And then we'll add the contact tag and we'll send a video like, hey, look, here's the video just in case you didn't finish watching it. And if they didn't, we'll send them another one like, hey, look, you didn't finish watching it, come again. And a third one and a fourth one. We only really send 3 or 4 because we don't want to piss them off, but we also want to get our point across and deliver the value. And if you're building a product where you genuinely believe you can provide value to others and they're going to see the value in it, then this comes across in your emails, and it's usually to the extent you believe in your product. Like especially with a lot of marketers out there. If they don't believe in their product, it's going to come across. But so I would make sure you write your emails in a way that really portrays this like value that you're trying to give to someone. So then we have funnels. So like I say, a funnel is a series of steps. And just before I show you the funnel, I'll show you why it's called a funnel. So the reason it's called a funnel is because in here we pour in visitors, and then we got step 1, step 2, step 3. Now, say 100 people come here. Like I said, not all those 100 people are going to come to the next step. So this is why it gets thinner as it goes down. So then we'll have 20 people here, and then 2 people here, and then out the end comes revenue. This is why it's called a funnel, because it's designed to funnel people in one direction as it comes down in size and the amount of people. Just like if you were trying to catch water from a bigger radius and funnel it into a smaller pipe, you would use a funnel, and it's the same that you'd use with visitors when you're running paid traffic and trying to sell your product. So this one here is my funnel. We've got create and scale VSL funnel. I'm still in the process of building it, but we will go to it, which would be... So this is my funnel. I'm going to run paid traffic to this. So a friend of mine and someone I helped build their online education business, they're an expert plasterer and they do Venetian polished plastering. We helped him build a business and scale it. So he was doing like 1,000 a month trying to sell organically before, and he's at like 30, 40K a month now. And then we are... Yeah, so this is someone we've helped scale to a 7-figure online education business just by taking his knowledge, packaging it up into an online course, and helping people through that method. So I'm using him as a case study. So when people come into my funnel, I'm going to show them who I've already helped and how I can help them. And they'll come here and they can opt in, james@hotmail.com. They can click to watch the free training and they get taken to the next page. And then I've not filmed the video yet, but they can watch the video and they'll come across to click apply now. And then they can book a call, and then we can jump on them and we can see like, cool, can we help this prospect? Like, do we genuinely believe we can help them? And if we can, then we'll offer our program and we'll offer our services. If we can't, it's like, hey, we'll either cancel the application. So say pick a time. They have to answer a bunch of questions about what their business is, their niche, what they're doing, who their customers are, who they serve. And if we think, look, we can't help them, we'll just cancel them out. We won't bother taking the call. And if we do think we can help them, we'll jump on a call. We'll get some more information, some clarity, and then we can sell our program, or we can say, look, this isn't for you. But this is the funnel we use. And then websites as well. So like I say, I've got a website, but it's literally just there for compliance. It's just there to look pretty. So this is my website, build once, sell twice, live chat on there. You've got all the stuff you want, book a call. It's a super simple site, literally just so when I go for payment processing, banks, they're like, cool, what's your website? And I'm not that guy, it's like, I don't have one. So that was a quick rundown as to why I don't use traditional websites for trying to sell my stuff. Like, I'm not trying to sell here, I'm just using it as a shop front. And then I use my funnel as a way to sell my products. So I hope this video has provided some value to you guys. And if you've got any more questions, drop them below under this video. This is going in the Facebook group, so feel free to drop them below. And if there's anything else that you need more clarity on, let me know as well, because I'm looking to do more videos over the next couple of weeks. And it would be great if I can do videos on what I know people want to see and what they need clarity on. So thank you for watching this as well, and I will look forward to seeing you in the group.